Rushden and Diamonds, and to non-league football, well, it's just breathtaking, really, isn't it? One day this team will be a league side. I've absolutely no doubts about that.
Hello, how are you? And a massive welcome to episode 5. Are we on now? I think it's 5. Well, anyway, welcome to the lower league management journey with me, John, aka Old Man Suda. We are back with AFC Rushden and Diamonds for another episode, and things haven't gone so bad lately. It's been a bit mixed, to be honest. We've got quite a bit to talk about, so we're going to get through it. I'm going to show you the games first, basically, because I left you after the Fame game, and it looks like we've done a bloody lot of games, and it's because we had a load of cup games, basically, that came about. So I'll quickly go through some of them with you anyway. Obviously, we played Ashford. We beat them 2-0. It was a really comfortable, easy win for us. They're, I think, the bottom of the table, so you'd expect us to win it, or they're near the bottom anyway. You'd expect us to win it, as you can see here. Ashford came back, though, towards the end, and really sort of, I thought they were going to get something out of it, back out of it, to be honest. We still aren't playing 100% fantastic. But we got the 2-0 win. Sharif and Troke got the goals, so it was a good win for us. It kept us in there. We then carried on. We played a couple of cup games. We played Cambridge City, who we've got today actually in the league. We played them in the Southern League Cup, which is like this set of leagues cups basically. And you can see we won 4-1. We were pretty consistent. We weren't pretty comprehensively. Played really well. And yeah, it was a pretty comfortable match. They had quite a few shots, but as you can see, overall it was a comfortable match. I mean, winning that sort of score line, you'd expect it. We then played Leamington Spa, and this was a fantastic game for us to win. Leamington Spa, who, as you can see, are in the Vanarama North, so that's 2 tiers up from us. We beat them 2-1. Really tough game. Really tough game for us. But as you can see, they had a player sent off early on, which really helped us out. And then we managed to get 2 goals towards the end. But you can see here, we were the better team overall, and we did deserve the win. So things were looking really well. We then played Hanwell in the league. We won 3-2. Again, it wasn't a convincing performance away from home, and again they came back at us. So I'm looking at the tactics, because they come second half, they always seem to come really strong back at us. As you can see, fitness was probably a bit of it as well. I think with all the cup games, we're having a bit of an issue with fitness, in that a lot of our players are getting tired. So we're there on the sort of 70 to 75s, or maybe even a little bit higher. We're more like the sort of 60s, 65s to 70s, maybe with 1 or 2 players. So as much as we did win the game, it was a really tough. You can see we won it in literally the last kick of the game as well. So it was a really tough game for us. We then played Kempston and we drew, and we've gone on a bit of a bad run again. And I think some of it is down to Sharif getting injured. He came off, I think it was in this game, he came off injured. It was either this game or it was the next game. But you can see we drew 1-1. We really should have done better. You can see 21 shots, 5 on target. We only had 5 on them on target. But we should be doing a lot better than that, and we should have beat Kempston, to be honest. We then played Aylesbury and we drew 2-2. Another frustrating game. As you can see here, we actually went 1-0 up. They came back. We went 2-1 up. They came back. This is the game where Sheriff got injured right at the very beginning. Him and Nigel Thomas, it looked like went in for a tackle against each other and injured themselves, or injured each other, or whatever you want to call it. And you look at the stats, this was such a game where it was just so even all the way through. So that was a really tough game. So to get a draw out of it, actually I was happy with in the end. But again, it's games we should be picking points up, really. We then came to the AFC Dunstable game in the Southern League quarter-final, and oh my god, this game, as you can see, it ended up 0-0, went to penalties. And I don't know if it will show you it on here. I'm going to have to see if I can find it somewhere. It might be under... where would it be under, actually? I actually haven't looked to see where it would be under. Give me a second. Oh, you can see it here, actually. My god, the amount of penalties. As you can see here, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 rounds of penalties, basically, until we won it on penalties. It was just absolutely crazy. You can see here, penalty after penalty after penalty. Players had to go. We had to go through the team almost twice. It was absolutely ridiculous. After 120 minutes as well, but we managed somehow to fluke our way through. I guess their goalie actually missed the last penalty, and I would show you it, but it takes about 10 minutes if I was to show you all the highlights. But that was crazy. I don't know if anyone's had any lower league games like that in cups or that, where the penalties have just gone on and on and on, and literally I was sat here for 15, 20 minutes probably, something like that, just watching penalty after penalty, and your emotions are going all over the place. So it'd be great to, if you guys have had any of the same sort of experience as that with penalties and that in the non-league, because I've never seen that before in my life. And literally, like I said, we went to like round 18 of the shootout. It was absolutely, when I say round, it's obviously we've taken a penalty, they've taken a penalty, round 1, then round 2, and usually you only have 5 rounds, but yeah, we got up to round 18 on that, and that one was absolutely crazy. But we got through, and we're gonna play Kings Langley in the next round, who are in the Southern League Premier Division, so they're in the league above us. So this is a game we could easily win and see ourselves in the final. So that's probably going to be the next game, to be honest, because I think it will be quite an important one. But overall, fantastic for us. We did play Buxton in the FA Trophy. I just couldn't get the team to play well. Then Buxton just played brilliant. But as you can see, didn't matter what I tried, who I brought on. You see, I made 3 subs sort of 60 minutes in, just to try and get something out of this after we went 2-0 down. Tried changing the formation up a little bit, tried doing a few different bits. None of it just worked, and we just, you can see from the ratings, we were just crap, to be honest. There's no other word for it. We were absolutely... You look at the stats as well, we shouldn't have lost 3-0, to be honest, not looking at those stats. But yeah, we were just rubbish, absolutely rubbish. But we do have Cambridge today, which is going to be a tough game for us, as you can see here. So this is a really important game for us. This is a really important game, because you see we're down to 3rd, but some of that's because we've got a game in hand, and Northwood have popped up ahead of us just while we play this game in hand. So obviously winning this means that we'd go on to joint points with Cambridge. If we can get a decent win as well, they could drop down quite a few. We could be right up there with goal difference with them. So it's really, really important that we do try and win this game. But obviously if we lose it, they go 6 points clear, and it's going to be a bit more of a struggle for us. But I think we'll do all right, hopefully. I think we'll do all right. So that's it. As you can see, we've got King Langley in the final. Finances are looking fantastic. We've hit the 100k mark, which is what I wanted. Obviously things like having the Leamington Spa win and stuff like that, and the cup wins and everything has really helped as well. So money wise, we're moving on up, which is absolutely fantastic, going in the right direction. Dynamics, as you can see, are looking pretty good. The atmosphere in the dressing rooms a little bit bad, but there's only 2 players unhappy. They want a bit more first team football. They're not good enough, really. That's the problem. Geisley's not too bad. Heath's not good enough as the goalie. So yeah, but everyone else is happy. Things are looking pretty good. We are moving in the right directions, and like I said, today's going to be a really, really important game for us. And I think that's about it, isn't it? I don't think there's anything else to show you at the moment. I'm just trying to remember if there was. Injury wise, we've got Fernando Beltoxley's out. He's injured for a couple more weeks. Sheriff isn't back for another week, unfortunately, so we're still going to be going with out our main striker, who's, I mean, Cedric scored sort of 15, but Sheriff's on 26. He's been scoring for fun all season, so that's obviously going to be a bit of an issue. Fitness is a little bit of an issue, as you can see. Most of us are on 90% or so. So it's getting to the tough end of the season, but we're doing all right still. We're doing all right. We should be confident. The board are happy, as you can see. Haven't been offered a new contract yet. I might have to ask them for one soon, because I feel like we could do with having a contract. But apart from that, I think that's everything. We haven't brought any staff in or anything like that. It's all pretty much the same. So we'll get straight into the game, I think, which I think's in a day or two. Where is it? yeah, it's in a day or so, so there'll be a cut, and then we'll get to the game, guys. Right, guys, so we're at the team now, and this is the team we're going to go with. It is going to be pretty much our usual team overall, but it's Buffton in goal. It's basically Walker, Dolman, and O'Brien are our back four. Hoban, Outland's coming in for Henry. He's a little bit tired, so just bringing Outland into there. Ford and Coulson are on the right. Cedric and Heatley's going to start up front. Again, just a bit to do with fitness, and I want to give him some games. He's 2 stars the same as Troke, and Troke hasn't really been doing that good for us, so I might as well give Jacob Heatley a go, basically. That's the only reason I'm putting him in. Sheriff is still not fit. He's still got a few more days. They say I could play him, but I don't want to play him while he's got any sort of injury. So I'd rather leave him out and get him back for the next game, possibly. Apart from that, on the bench, we've got Heath, obviously, Ashton, Hendry, Troke, and Punter. I'm actually going to change that and put Ben Farrell on for... Where is he? No, I'm not actually. I'm lying to you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it exactly how it is. Right. I'm going to try something a little bit different with the here now. I'm not going to bother taking you through all this until we actually get to game. So there'll be a little cut, and then we'll be actually in the game, guys. Welcome back then. We're off to the start of the game. We're in the black. Cambridge are in the white. As we try and bring it forward Coulson, but this might just be the highlight for the kickoff, which it was. And we'll see how things go, because hopefully they're going to go right. I mean, I'll be happy with a draw here, but I really don't want to lose to them. That's the main thing. It's sort of 15 minutes gone, and it's been really... There's not been much at all happening. 20 minutes gone. I mean, there's one shot happened so far. It's all a bit quiet at the moment, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. Cambridge have a shot, but not much else is really happening. As we're 35 minutes in now, and there's one shot apiece. That is it. Possession is pretty much even as well. As we get to 45 minutes and 2 shots each, we've had 2 on target, they've not, and it's going to be the end of the half, it looks like, and there's not much happened at all. If the second half goes that quick, I'll bring you another game, because that was super quick, that game, there. What can we say? All we can say is calmly, I'm happy for us to keep it up, which everyone seems really happy over, which is good news. We're not, like I said, we're not playing bad, but we're not playing brilliant either. So hopefully in the second half there'll be a bit more action. But if it goes that quick, I might have to bring you another game, because that was just ridiculously fast. Sorry. As that was just a highlight for the kickoff again. So we've got a highlight here, Basley with the throw in. He gives it to Hoban. Hoban then gets tackled, unfortunately, by Spence, and Spence boots it up. But we are going to get there. Walker gets there. He knocks it back to Buffton. Buffton holds on to it. What's he going to do with it? He boots it upfield. Who does he get it to? Tries to get it to Heatley, but it doesn't. Ford's going to collect it. Who gets it to Outland, who gives it to Hoban. Hoban down the line now. Can he get a crossing? He does. He gets a crossing, but it doesn't really go... What's going on here? Cedric, get in there. And that was a rubbish goal. And that was just a complete FM engine rubbish, really. But I'm going to take it because we're 1-0 up. But yeah, okay. Cedric, good goal. Great, but I can't really be happy with a goal like that, can I? Not really. As we come into 60 minutes gone, things are looking okay for us at the moment. I think we're holding them off pretty well. I think we've been the better side. I don't know if you can hear the crackling, but I've got a window open because Mrs. got the heating on. It's absolutely sweltering in there. But all the ice are outside. All I can hear is the cars crackling on the ice. Right, we're 70 minutes in. We're going to make a few changes just because a couple of players are starting to look a bit tired. Hoban's playing terrible, so I'm going to put Outland out there, and I'm going to bring Henry on. We're also going to take Dolman off, bring Punter on as well, and I think that might be it. We'll make one more change. We'll bring Troke on it as well, and hopefully just 20 minutes to go, we can hold off, get the 1-0 victory. Happy days. As Coulson's got the ball here, he puts it forward to Cedric. Cedric's going to use a bit of his speed. He's got players all around him though, but he gets past one. He takes a wild shot and it goes out. And I wouldn't have really called that a highlight. What's going on, game? 10 minutes to go. Do we go defensive or anything? I think we might need to, you know. Let's go defensive. Just try and see out the last few minutes of the game, shall we? Outland's got the ball now. What's he going to do with it? He puts it to Ford in the middle. He gives it to Henry. Henry gives it to Outland. Alton even. He puts it back to Basie. Basie puts it forward to Cedric. Cedric's got a bit of room here. He puts it in to Coulson. Ford now with the ball. I don't know what happened there. That was rubbish. Outland's going to get the ball here, but he gets tackled, and unfortunately they might come forward. Punter's got the ball now. He gives it to Walker. Walker boots it upfield, but it's not going to go far. King's got it to Towner. Towner tries to get it forward, but it just ricochets. No! I mean, first off, that has to go back to standard. I mean, fair enough, I guess. How did we not boot that out the way? I mean, he just ran past the ball, didn't he? And then it goes in. I don't understand it, but that's 2 goals really that were absolutely crap, and neither of us deserved either of them, really, did we? As there's only a few minutes left, it looks like it's going to end in a draw, which I think is probably fair overall. As Gent's going to boot it forward now, but that's it. It's all over. 1-1. 2 terrible goals, which are down more to, I think, the match engine than anything else. That was just absolutely rubbish, to be honest. Oh, that's annoying games like that. I'm going to say you were unlucky tonight, as I feel they were a little bit. It seems to have gone pretty well. We'll leave the match there. And I don't know what to say about games like that. When you get 2 goals like that, there's not much you can really say. We go back up to second, as you can see, which is really good for us. We're still 3 points behind Cambridge, but there's still 20-odd games to go, I think. So 19 games to go. So there's still a long way to go, obviously, which means that this is all to play for, as we've still got the second half of the season to play. We're only in the beginning of January. And I think that's it. Those goals really annoyed me. They have really annoyed me, those goals. But we can't complain too much. We'll just look at the competition. As you can see there, 23 games played, 48 points, 23 goal difference. If I go through and we'll just look a little bit more comprehensively, that's probably the big thing. 28 goals against, with 6-7 goals let more against than the likes of Cambridge, and we've scored about the same amount of goals, so we need to get that a little bit better. We haven't got any money though to buy any sort of defenders or anything like that, unfortunately. But overall, we can't complain still. We're still undefeated as well, if you look, since, we don't count the cup games anyway. We're undefeated in like about 9 now. So it's not going too bad. When are we going to come back? Like I said, I'm going to come back for the Kings Langley game. It's a cup final, or cup semi-final. It put us into the final, which would be a huge thing. Maybe some silverware this year would be massive. You never know, do you? That would be fantastic for us. Yeah, so we'll come back for that game, and then we've got the end of the season for a good run in. As I think we've got a good run in, we've got a good chance of picking up plenty of points, so it should all good. But we've got to get this drawing mentality out from us at the moment. I think that's the main thing. So as always, it's been an absolute pleasure. It would mean so much to me if you guys would drop a like. I would absolutely love it. I'm going for 10 likes again. It would be fantastic if I could get people liking it. I'm getting good, you're watching. Please like it. It would mean so much to me. Sub as well if you fancy it, because it would mean a lot to me for I've got over 100 subs now. I'd love to start heading towards 150 and that sort of stuff. So please do that if you feel like it. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle will come up in a second, and I think that's it, guys. So as like I just said a second ago, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.